I'm Chase Garbarino.
And I'm Greg Gomer, and this is the BostInno Beat.
And big week here.
Huge week.
Yeah, as we mentioned last week, Chris Lynch of Atlas Venture had set a record for mentions on the beat. And we are happy to announce that Chris is actually going to be joining us today.
Chris Lynch, right over there. He will be here today.
He's sitting, he's going to be joining us later. What are you most excited about talking to Chris about?
I'm curious how he pulls off the outfit, the Ramones shirt. Good looking guy. I tried to pull off the Ramones shirt in my Twitter pic. Didn't work out.
I can't wait to talk to him about his appetite.
He's got a big appetite?
For disruption.
We'll talk more.
Can't wait. How hungry are you, Chris?
Well, obviously we're having some problem, and it sometimes happens with live television.
Let's talk about RoboCop.
Oh, hell no.
We'll do it live.
The big one this week, we're going to talk a little bit about venture capital as an asset class. In response to an article in HBR, I believe it was a week ago, titled "Venture Capitalists Get Paid a Lot of Money to Lose Money." Basically, the author is quoting statistics that venture capitalists as an asset class is performing far less than any other investment class around over the past couple years.
Dan Primack of Fortune made a great point today in Term Sheet in that the sample size of the HBR study is relatively limited. So of the year that the data came out, there are about 500 and change funds raised. And I believe the author really only got her data from about 18% of those funds. Frankly, I will say though that the model as it works, the amount that they get paid, management fees, something does have to give and change.
Without the venture capital asset class as we know it, less money will flow into startups, less job creation is going to happen. So they do provide a lot of value to the city that cannot really be measured by IRR.
Definitely need money flowing into startups. Value add from VCs, I could argue that, but that might be for a whole nother show.
Hot off the Goss train this week, scoops a little goss out of Boston Fest. One of the coolest company nominees, Maxwell Health, word is out that they're raising a big round of financing. Could be in the double-digit millions, so this is great for them.
Pretty exciting stuff. What I like most about Maxwell Health was they were really giving it to Gomer here at Boston Fest the other day, booing him on stage.
They weren't necessarily giving it to me.
Booing
they were
Gomer
just upset that I didn't announce them as one of the winners. Boo. So they were really booing some of the other companies, not necessarily me. I was just the messenger.
If you didn't win, I hope you're having a fantastic time. You're not booing me, I know that.
In the community this week, again, bringing it back to Chris Lynch, who will be joining us here shortly.
Just a few minutes, Chris, hold on.
1 minute. Chris really wants to come on, talk HackReduce, his incubator for big data startups here in Boston.
Talk about really the future of big data here in Boston.
And how much big data is going to disrupt all sorts of different industries.
Right. Huge.
Yeah.
But again, I just want to really talk about how big data will disrupt Boston and how big HackReduce has an appetite for disruption. I mean, how big that appetite is here in Boston.
Yeah, what I'm interested in learning is the appetite like an hors d'oeuvre appetite? Is it like an appetizer, a cup of soup? Are we talking like 24-ounce steak appetite for disruption? I'm not sure what the appetite, if you had to quantify it.
It's probably big.
It's probably big.
Because the data's big.
I guess we'll just have to ask him.
We'll ask Chris in a moment.
We'll ask him in a moment.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Unwanted feedback last week. We got
Brutal
it.
Again.
Mike Volpe, CMO of HubSpot. We talked a little bit about HubSpot last week and
Orange
how some high-profile product folks have left HubSpot of late. Mike tweeted at us because you said we were doing the beat live.
We're filming it live.
Right, from Boston
Which
Fest.
again, we're filming live today.
He claims that if you edit it and then put it up the next day.
How is it live?
That's not live.
Well,
Are
see,
we live?
Mike did a TV show,
Here?
HubSpot TV, back in the day.
Which
How did
wasn't- that
it
wasn't
wasn't
live?
live.
Or was
so
it
you would
live?
have thought that he would have gotten
How
our
does
live
live-
reference.
So wait, Mike, is this one live though? I don't know. Is this live?
Stay classy, I'm Ron Burgundy.
Thanks for stopping by.
Stay classy. Ron Burgundy.
One more bit of news this week. Two more bits of news actually this week. The first one, TED 2, is filming in and around Boston. and actually I was an extra yesterday. So we were out filming out by our office. The second bit of news, actually, a little interesting news. We filmed an episode of The Beat from Boston Fest. The lost episode is we can't find it.
As you can tell, we are really filming live at Boston Fest.
You know, we had a few beverages, but we still can't find that beat. We're not sure where it went, so we'll be looking for it.
Yeah, if anybody's seen it, you know, send tips, I guess.
You're doing a wonderful job. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thanks for coming out.
Totally forgot Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Chris had to go because he is just famished.
His appetite is strong. So, yo, I was on an extra for TED too, and this is far less professional, guys. Just saying.